Hey everyone, how's it going? Happy Monday. Strong day today and a low number of trades, but the reason why I didn't take any more trades is just because I didn't want to over trade. I was 3 for 3 on the day, and so I called it because I think incrementally the next trade I take on the day could be unprofitable. But pretty simple trades today. So we'll start in order of the ones I took. I think this is the order. Yeah. So we'll start with Dare. And off the jump, this is one that I could have definitely held, but I got out a bit early because the price action was looking pretty bullish, and I had pretty tighter. I had a tighter stop on this one. I didn't really like how the price action was showing. And if you're not sure what I mean by the price action is bullish, I would just check out my level 2 video that I posted over the weekend. But but yeah, let's go ahead and jump into this. So pretty simple, like it was just coming up a lot. So it was up like 300% at this point. And I was just watching the level 2 until I started seeing some shorting. Zooming into the 1 minute, it started breaking through this shorting that was happening above, let's say, 7.67. And it hit the nines. And I was seeing that in the 8 nines, it was getting shorted on the level 2. So when it flushed up to the nines, I took it short because how much more is this going to go with no pullback, you know? Even though there was really bullish news, I was like, this has already extended so much. And Dare on the yearly isn't looking super strong. I mean, obviously it's breaking out um, of the yearly support, but you see in like the overall trend is down. And then of course, with what happened to this, like it was definitely had potential to be held. But I think I had a $1 risk, so if I held it all the way through down here, I would have got stopped out. But getting in on the reentry here definitely could have worked out. But I logged off, so still was able to capitalize. I did sell early though, but wasn't it any like drawdown for this? It was a quick kind of I think it was like what, 60 cent? Yeah, 60 cent scalp. But I was targeting $1, so it obviously reached that. Um, Next we have BDRX, same sort of deal. If I zoom in, so we have that similar situation. We had this shorting that was happening above 118. I tried to get in on this candle, but I missed it. It came back up very briefly to 132, and I was a little bit worried given this had bullish news, but I still was able to catch the top here, and I scaled out slowly as this came down. My target, I believe, was 25 cents, so I was looking at 118, and it did reach that, but I was trying to scale out of this slowly. It comes back up, and I got scared, even though this is a very typical scenario where it'll do this sort of head and shoulders. Um, I really wasn't. I wasn't liking the action. So oftentimes, what'll happen sometimes with stocks is you'll have this action, where I will target to enter somewhere around here. And then once this tops out and comes back down and comes up to my average cost, I start getting a little nervous. It's just a matter of um, the risk reward I have, especially if I'm like down in a drawdown at this point. I get nervous here after doing some profit taking here, but a lot of the time after this kind of break of structure, it continues lower. So I need to just get comfortable holding these down because obviously like right after it went down like crazy. So could have been a huge trade if I didn't get out of the rest of my position when I did, especially considering it didn't even come up to my cost again. So those two were I got shook out, or not shaken out, but I took profits too early. So these should have met my, $130, but I got out early. And then we have MGRM, which I just played pretty much perfectly. Had that overhead resistance, was getting shorted in the sevens. It starts coming back up, showing overextension. I'm just wired into the level two and seeing when momentum is slowing, and saw it at 6-7. How many times have I said 6-7 in the last videos, man? I'm like rotted. My brain has rotted, and it's not even intentional. It just keeps happening. If you go back and watch the other videos, it keeps happening. And yeah, so I took the short here. It didn't even wick above pre-market levels, and then collapsed pretty much immediately. Could have held, of course, but I just sort of got out as it was coming down, and I hit my profit target, so that was good. Again, the ones that work out immediately, I really feel like I should hold on to a little bit longer, just a little more patience. But you see how this wicks up, similar to the last trade. I would probably get scared and not hold on to my position, just because these can obviously break out pretty high with lots of volume. So short recap today, like very simple, clean $300. Could have made more on these two if I held a little bit, but great entries. Like, I'm very happy with my entries. You won't snipe the exact top every time, but I loved how I was like patient enough to wait for it to reach where I was interested. So yeah, thanks for watching, and peace.